There's something in the air now, change is coming our way. Fashion is in the air now, it's gonna start today. Hey, look around, there's no fashion, it's really gotta change. Put our culture in the fashion, move along with one. Mawongpa.
Bhutan's unique and colorful history is immortalized into vibrant textiles that are still proudly worn by its people in the forms of kos and kiras. The weaving tradition in Bhutan has spanned several centuries, with traditional and classical designs continuing to be woven to the present day. In rich colors and in silk, wool and cotton, it is Bhutan's showpiece during festivals, impressing thousands of tourists and visitors every year. But will the Bhutanese wear our rich textile in these traditional designs for the coming centuries? Will changing the designs of our traditional wear be unthinkable? So how can we progress? The yearly exhibition and fashion shows promoted by the Textile Museum have attracted the interest of the elite middle class, the international community in Thimphu, and visiting tourists towards Bhutanese designer fabrics. Bhutanese textiles and weaving skills in new ways have opened up a host of design possibilities, where many see the combination of using indigenous textiles in new designs as a good Bhutanese option for modernization, revitalizing the market for skilled traditional weavers and their products. Ms. Doan Nam Phuong is a designer tailor from Vietnam who came to Bhutan in early 2004. When she came, she brought along a sewing machine. To pass the time at home, she tried out designing a jacket with traditional Bhutanese fabric in March 2004. The coat was exhibited and it was immediately sold at a good price. She continued to produce more, and soon she had too many orders to handle. It was at this time that some friends advised her to pass along her talents to the youth of Bhutan. Mawongpa was then born and went on to win the esteemed Textile Museum Designer Fashion Show of 2006.
The first prize was won by Mawongpa. Congratulations to Mawongpa.
When you have such beautiful kira and then you put on Thai silk or Chinese silk, Indian silk on the top, for me it's totally spoil your kira. You see, the value of the kira is so high. So we really had to think about how we make the trigo by hand woven. The beautiful kira should go with the beautiful trigo, matching the fabrics, matching the design, matching the color. Everything have to be matching.
Through a project grant from Danida and in partnership with Zorik Chisum of the Ministry of Labour and Human Resources, who provided Ms. Phuong with a showroom space free of charge, she is now running the second batch of trainees, exposing them to international fashion design ideas, the possibilities of limitations of Bhutanese indigenous textiles, marketing training, modern sales business techniques, and export promotion.
She's very good, I'll say that, because within these 2 years, I came to know much about her. Whatever she teaches us, it's in a simple way, and then we can understand more.
Dorothy is very enthusiastic of her involvement in the fashion industry and also one of the best students from the first batch. She models for Mawongpa and is one of the most active members.
I'll take the Mawongpa as my career, yeah, and then whatever we have learned right now, I want to again expose more in the market in the other countries, and then develop more.
Dorji was the best student from the first batch, and he stayed on to continue advanced learning from Ms. Phuong and at the same time train the juniors.
I've been 3 years in Mawongpa. Now it is very good for the youth. First year I was totally engaged in training and doing for the class. And for second year I was teaching for 3 months, and after that I was helping the project coordinator and for the financing.
Everything we have problem with matching, doji. We need shopping, doji. We need to do account, doji. We need to lock the door, doji. We need the key, doji. So he there for Mawongpa.
Modeling is very hard. Again, work is a girl, not like a boy. But slowly, I learn how to walk in the ramp. After that, in the class, I'm the most favorite model. In the front page, there's Ugen's photo.
Ugen comes from the east after having finished her 10th grade from YHS. She has a beautiful figure and the look of a model. But will she be able to become a designer?
Students, they are very talented. What I teach them now, where we start now, what they learn now is they never see it before. Parents, grandparents never wear it. Nobody tell them about fashion. What they learn is just in imaging. They cannot see it. So it's hard, take them double time to learn.
The Mawongpa was included as part of Zorik Chisum starting from May 2007. Mawongpa is one of the 13 crafts which will fall under traditional textile or the embroidery works. So in this context, Mawongpa is doing very well, and this is one of the areas where our youngsters can really learn making different designs, different styles, so that you have a lot of customers, and main buyers have been the tourists. If we can produce, if we can meet the needs of the outsiders, that will be a great help for the youngsters.
The first batch of students were paid a stipend from the project fund. But without adequate funds, the second batch had to be productive while learning their new trade.
I was interested in Bhutanese textiles, and I'm married to Bhutanese and living in here. All my husband's gold on my sister-in-law's kira are designed by my mother-in-law, and she knows weaving a lot. But I myself cannot become a weaver, because to become a weaver takes years. And maybe even if I spend the rest of my life, I might not be able to become a good weaver. So I want to wear Bhutanese clothes in my own way in an everyday's life. But I did not have a skills. Then I met Madame Fong. Then she kindly started to teach me how to stitching. Then she asked me to join the class.
I expected a blackboard and all these students to watch me, take notes and all of these sorts of things. But I came here, it was very different. They were taking orders. They had their own projects to do. So I felt a bit distant at the beginning. But what I realized is that they're really just gaining experience through orders. They're working directly with customers, which I think is something that I missed. The business aspect of Mawongpa is what's really strong about it.
Well, right now I've seen quite a few expats who are wearing the modified version of tegos, but I haven't seen a lot of Bhutanese wear them, and I don't think they're really aware as well. And I really hope to be able to also promote amongst my Bhutanese friends because most of my Bhutanese friends are not aware about this modified tego, and I think it looks really flattering and it really makes your figure look much nicer. If you get the right color combination and something that is really nice on you, I think definitely I'm sure there'd be a lot of people who would be interested.
You stick with what you have and then you develop it. Right? For example, I make this one is what do you say? It's still same. You still have the basic. You still have this one. This part is I think very Bhutanese. And then the Wangchu, you still have a part, a different material here. You still have and your sleeve here. And actually this one, you just put on, you don't have to spend even half minutes to prepare your jacket when you go outside. And then especially for the lady, this will give you more shape, look you more pretty.
Yes, sleeves as an tego, it looks like a wonju, the blouse. Yes, but then this color in the bottom, maybe in a modern style.
Yeah, I've been a customer for 2 years, actually almost right from the beginning that I came to Bhutan. I found this cloth, this yatra in Bhutan, and I bought it and I brought it to Phong. And then we talked about how to go about it, how to combine it with other textiles. And I've been wearing it during winter. Yeah, I wear it when I go to the office. It's really very comfortable to wear this jacket in winter. In the Western setting, what is very much appreciated, if you wear something that nobody else is wearing, and people see immediately that it's special, that it's coming from somewhere else, that it's not something you can get in the shop.
Miss Hiromi-san came to Miss Phuong's first exhibition. She was Mawongpa's most precious customer and has the largest collection of dresses made by Miss Phuong and Mawongpa. Stina joined Mawongpa in February 2006. Through the NIDA project, she was brought in as a teacher for Mawongpa in designing. She is a designer by profession.
The front part. Do you understand what to do? Yeah. It takes a long time and it has to have very nice shapes.
My sister just told them about me and my small shop, and then Feng heard about it and asked me to come. I would really like the students to talk and have some ideas and just say something and just make their own decision. That's why I just sent them away right now, just to go out and find some inspiration the way I used to do it in Denmark. They're going to make everything themselves. I'm just here as a teacher, and I'm just here to tell them what to do and how to do it and how to think themselves. But I don't want to make, those very fashion Western design here, because I think right now it's too far away from you. So, as I told you, I think we should take just one small step at a time, and they should get used to it also. So just learn to make some new shapes all the time.
Those magazines belong to classes, right? It's okay. It's my magazine, so you can just use it.
Before she came here, we didn't know how to do fashion drawing and workshop drawing. But after she came here, and then she taught us what is the fashion drawing, what is the workshop drawing, what is the color collage, and then what is the brainstorm. She taught us, and then from there we got lots of idea for the designing.
Stina, she's perfect at making patterns, and firstly we was not that much perfect at making patterns. No, that time we just draw in the cloth.
You have such an old tradition in weaving, and what I like is that you work with the material in a creative way. So you make new designs, and you really build on what you have, and then you make it according to the modern taste. That is what I like very much.
The big day for Mawongpa was the 1st of April 2007. Mawongpa planned and put up a grand exhibition with their best designs.
We have this new.
I like that.
Last time have you seen this?
This is very nice.
What,
for
the black one?
No,
The shirt.
the shirt. I think the shirt.
Yeah. It looks so serious. Don't tell a man. Yeah. This one nice. Oh my, this is gonna very nice.
Yeah. Can I see?
The camera's like a photo. Yeah, looks very nice. Is my hair okay? Yeah. Perfect now.
What I see is important is to link up with the bigger world. If you want to move into export, and if you want to tap from that exclusive market, I think exposure is going to be very important. I really appreciate her initiative, because what I see is that with all the beautiful textiles that you have, but there is a very strong tradition how to work with it. And it's the kiras and maybe the yatra jackets, but that's it. And what Fong has been doing with her team is really break that and trying to further build on it and be creative.
A part of me says, how could I possibly cut into these gorgeous materials? It doesn't seem right. If with modernization, I think you can either ignore it or you can engage. And what we're doing is we're engaging with it. So we're utilizing them in a way that makes them very beautiful. Some of the things here that we're making, they're still traditional in the sense that it's a tego with a wangju, but it's attached. It's easier to wear. It's more functional. You have to go with the flow of fashion, or else it just washes over you. You have to engage. They say, oh, we're making Western designs. I tell them, no, you're not making Western designs. You're innovating Bhutan's designs and aesthetic.
I come from very, very poor family. What I'm doing, what I did or what I'm doing or in the future, I just want what you do is useful. first for yourself, and if you had a chance, you can give help. That's it.
We have to think about how to deal with the customers, and we have to learn how to conduct a business. Those things she has been teaching. So although she's very tough, I'm very fortunate to have her as my teacher.
There's something in the air now, change is coming our way. Fashion is in the air now, it's gonna start today. Hey, look around, there's no fashion, it's really gotta change. Put our culture in the fashion, move along as one.